Okay, so now we're looking at the actual class that we'll be doing for this. And by the way, welcome back. So now we're looking at the rogue. Now that we know the rogue, we realize that we're using a dex-based character.
Yep.
No matter how you build the rogue, even if you want to be swords or whatever, there's only really two ways to build a rogue. Either you can make him very charisma-based, where he's able to get out of things because he's a pickpocket and can steal and talk his way out of things, or he's very damaging and hiding in the shadows. Which one do you think we want to do today? We can go with more basic, just because.
We get both a bump to Dex and Charisma from being a Lightfoot halfling. So
you want to go with both? He's stealthy and he knows how to talk his way out of the situation. Do you want to go more Charisma, or do you want to go more Stealth because we get a plus extra 2 to Stealth, pretty much, because Dex?
Let's do Dex based.
Okay. So you can roll for stats. Pretty much it's 4d6s. 4d6s, and you drop the lowest number. This time we're going to use the standard array.
Yep, which is 15, 14, 13, 12, 10, and 8.
Just for the fact of I know certain DMs who prefer this way. For the fact of rolling, it's a little bit harder to judge your party and make combat suitable to them.
Yeah. There's also point buy, where you start with all 8s and you have 21 points to put in.
So there's many different options. Your GM will most likely tell you which one he wants you to do. Yeah. That one is usually a given. So now that we know we're being a Dex based, now it comes down to these little things on the side. So Dex is going to be one of our highest.
And your six stats are Strength, Dex, Constitution, Intelligence, Wisdom, and Charisma.
I'm going to explain this in a way that somebody explained it to me. Strength. How hard can you throw a tomato?
Yep.
Dexterity. Can you throw it with a curve? Constitution. Can you eat a rotten tomato? Intelligence. This tomato is rotten. Wisdom.
No, intelligence is knowing tomato is a fruit.
Yes.
Wisdom is knowing tomato does not go into a fruit salad.
There you go.
And charisma is being able to sell a tomato-based fruit salad.
Or telling somebody it's an apple. So now that we know kind of how they work and a little bit about them, there we go. So as we said, strength isn't going to be our strong suit, I don't think.
Strength is most likely going to be our dump stat, which is the one we put our lowest score into. So, 8. Strength. We want our highest to be Dex, so that will be the 15.
Mm-hmm. Do you want to put a dash for that extra 2 points that we got?
Yep, I was going to add, yep. And then, because we get plus 2 for being a halfling.
Mm-hmm. The next size stat, do we want to go charisma?
Charisma, so the 14. Plus 1.
Next one. So this one's kind of a hard one. Do we want him to be able to take a little bit more of a hit, or do we want him to be smart enough to get out of situations?
Well, it all depends on the subclass you want to do. If you want to do Arcane Trickster, then you need at least a 13 in Intelligence.
That is true, but that's also by level 3. Don't we get an ability modifier boost by that time?
No, level 4.
Level 4? So yeah, this definitely is it. If we're going for more, like we said, a charismatic rogue, I don't think that's the way to go.
Okay. Then let's make it so they'll be more likely to take a hit.
Okay.
Constitution.
Then after that, it's kind of a toss-up. I want to say wisdom higher.
Yeah,
yep,
so you have a better perception.
So there we go. This is our character.
So we have a 8 in strength, 17 in dexterity, 13 in con, intelligence is 10, wisdom is 12, and charisma is 15.
Yep.
And now the scores that each score gives you a different
ability modifier. So when you roll that d20, it'll either plus or negative it.
Strength. 8.
Based on that skill.
8 is a -1. 17 is a +3. 13 is a +1. Yes, +1.
11, yeah.
10 is 0. Wisdom is +1. Charisma is 15, so that is a +2.
Okay, so how to explain that is 8, 9 is a -1. 10, 11 is a 0. 12, 13 is a +1. 14, 15 is +2. 17, 18 +3. 19, 20 +4.
No, 19, 20 is +5. No, 20 is +5. 18, 19 is +4. 16, 17 is +3.
Okay, so I slightly mixed that up, but you guys know the drift so far. Okay, so now we're going to look at
the base class features. You get expertise and
I was about to say we'll go with health first, because now we have a con.
Yep.
So it is 8 plus our Constitution modifier. So we have a 9 health. So then
You're squishy.
most classes are squishy at this point. Okay, so now we have proficiencies. We are proficient in light armor, meaning the lowest tier of armor.
Yep. Which you tend, because you don't want to be weighed down by your armor.
So also, then we have our weapons that we can use. Simple weapons, hand crossbows, long swords, rapiers, short swords. So pretty much any simple melee and rage weapons is in our arsenal for us to control and use. Tools is thieves' tools. Thieves' tools, so pretty much lockpicks, other like sneaky snack things. Maybe disguise in a disguise kit would be a good thing to have.
Traps.
So our saving throws, so things that we get our proficiency in, are dexterity and intelligence.
So now we can figure out these scores.
So how saving throws work is it's pretty much proficiency is 2 for level 1. 2. And then it doesn't go up, I think, until level 4. Once again, I told you that, guys, earlier what page that is on in the previous video. So if you haven't seen that, check it out. So right now we're adding our ability save, our ability scores with our saving throws.
Yep. You get because dexterity and intelligence you get your proficiency bonus with. You get to add 2 to those. So dexterity is +5 for a saving throw, and intelligence is a +2.
So now we go on to skills. Do you want to read off the skills and what they're based off of?
There's acrobatics, which is dex, animal handling, which is wisdom, arcana, which is intelligence, athletics, which is strength, deception, which is charisma, history is intelligence, insight is wisdom, intimidation is charisma, investigation is intelligence, medicine is wisdom, nature is intelligence, perception is wisdom, performance is charisma, persuasion is charisma, religion is intelligence, sleight of hand is dex, stealth is dex, and survival is wisdom. Okay, so wow, there's a decent amount of skills to kind of choose how you want to play your character. As we said, we kind of wanted to be stealthy and to be able to talk a little bit. So we kind of have an idea already where we want to bring our character to. Yeah.
So the skills that we're able to choose from, we're able to choose 4 from this list. We have acrobatics, athletics, deception, insight, intimidation, investigation, perception, performance, persuasion, sleight of hand, and stealth. As we said, we already want to probably be a little bit more stealthy, so stealth is one that we want probably right off the back, and probably persuasion. So those are 2 skills right there. There's also sleight of hand that might not be that bad of an idea. Investigation, because we didn't put that high into intelligence, is probably not the best bet. We also have athletics that, once again, probably won't help us all that much. So deception, sleight of hand, maybe performance. Yeah. So those are the ones looking pretty good in my personal opinion. Do you see any that you think would be pretty well off? And perception isn't a bad thing either.
Yeah, perception would be good. Sleight of hand would be good. They're all decent options, but
luckily we have a pretty wide variety of how we want to build this character. So meaning there's a lot of different things and takes that we can do for this character already.
So we want to build them damage dealing and focused on hiding and being able to get sneak attack all the time. Okay, so we'll do probably do sleight of hand and then acrobatics, probably, so you can get up and hide in places. So there's the 4 from this class.
So okay. So now we move down to equipment. From pack A, we have a rapier. Rapier. / short sword.
Sword, you can take either one.
Which one are you thinking?
Let's do a rapier.
Rapier? Okay. So we're choosing a rapier. We'll figure out damage once we go to the equipment section. Okay. And then we also move down to A again. We have a short bow and a quiver of 20 arrows, or B, a short sword. I think a short bow would probably be smart because it's kind of stealthy. And then we move down to more equipment. So that is a burglar's pack, or a dungeoneer's pack, or an explorer's pack. The way we've kind of explained this character, I think a burglar's pack would probably be our smartest option. And picking up other essentials that we need later on. Expertise, technically we do not get this until, level 1.
We get expertise level 1, but we should hold off on that until we pick our background, so we can get a couple more skill proficiencies from.
Do you mind writing down the notepad then, so we can make sure that we remember that we have 2 things that we can pick expertise in. That's really nice, and it does not say that it has to be the ones you get from the class. Remember that everything is your option on when you do it. You do not have to limit yourself right away. And what does expertise do, Derek?
Lets you give yourself double your proficiency bonus.
So making it even better on those skills that you're already pretty good at. At level 1, you get a sneak attack. Sneak attack allows, if you're hidden, then you're able to deal an extra d6 damage. 1d6. Plus your dex mod. Meaning, let's say, and also another cool thing about sneak attack is, let's say Derek's next to this person, but I'm not. Technically, because I have an ally next to him, I also get sneak attack bonus because he's focusing on him and not me.
Yep.
So you also get Thieves' Cant. It's kind of like another language where you understand how to understand like a thief is talking about, oh, I'm going to do this rob job in front of a police officer. It's your choice how you handle that situation. No, you do not get that. You do not get that. Not
That's
that.
about all you get at level 1.
I thought you got.
You get cunning action at level 2.
I thought you get hide in plain sight too.
No, that's actually a ranger, later level ranger.
Look, I know you. Rogues get hide in plain sight too.
Oh, you're thinking of the cunning action stuff, the bonus action stuff.
Bonus action cells.
It's again, that's later level.
Yep. Okay. So now we'll move on to more. Yeah.
That's all we'll need from there for now.
Yep. Okay. So next thing we're going to be moving on to is
Background.
Background. So we go from here. And backgrounds. If we want to go through all of them, we can. What are you thinking, Derek? There's a lot of them.
Yeah, there's a lot of them. There's
So,
all different ones, and they give you a bunch in the book, but you can make your own. Even.
And your DM sometimes will give you certain abilities off the one that you make up. So
but for us, Virgin or Charlatan.
I was about to just like say the names of them and say if they work for us or not.
Yeah.
Acolyte? No. Sadly, no. Charlatan? Maybe. Criminal? Maybe. We also have Entertainer. Because we did not do performance, honestly, that's a no-go. Guild Artisan, once again, not really going to work for us. Hermit, once again, not really going to work. Same with Noble. Then we have Outlander. That It's more of an iffy one on that one, but still, I wouldn't rule it out, I guess.
I mean, you can do any of these backgrounds, because you can make your backstory however you want. But
there's Sailor. Once again, I personally don't find this one bad, but me personally, I like the Sailor if you're going for more of a pirate base that's in other books, or a mastermind. But once again, we're just going off the first book here, so keep that in mind. You have a soldier, not really going to work. Urchin, not really. Okay, so we saw all of them. We talked about a tiny bit of each one. So which one are you thinking, Derek?
Went
a little bit too far.
Probably. Page go. There we go.
Alright.
Probably either criminal or charlatan. Depends. Do you want to?
If we do choose criminal, we can get rid of stealth that we got from ours already, and change it out for another.
Yeah.
So that way we can have. So if we get rid of stealth off of that, we could always go performance and deception if we wanted to. And we also get. Oh, we already get deception from this.
Yep.
So one of the other ones, if we want to go with this.
And if we want a charlatan, we get deception and sleight of hand, so we can swap out sleight of hand.
So it kind of matters on how you feel about this. And this kind of will kind of also lean towards which alignment you're going to be kind of gearing towards.
Yes.
For this one, what I was going to say is we kind of can build a Batman if you want to. So so technically he's a criminal, but he's doing it for the right reason. So he'd be more of a lawful evil.
Or neutral.
Yeah.
Yeah, it could be a lot. You could go anyway, depending on which source material you go for Batman.
Exactly.
Way too many choices. Let's do criminal.
Okay. So deception is one automatic. And then we also. So now that we have stealth already, we're gonna change one of the ones that we already had already.
What were some of the other ones from
Some of the other ones? Of course, I'll go check. There's one more page. We have dexterity, intelligence. Never mind. Acrobatics, athletics, deception, insight, intimidation, investigation, perception, performance, persuasion, sleight of hand, and stealth.
Let's do perception so we're able to see things better.
Okay. So at this point now we all have these.
Now
after we're done in the background, now we can choose
our expertises.
So
Thieves' tools can also count for your expertise.
Mm-hmm. So if you want to go into background, we can write down criminal. And now we can also do our alignments. What are you feeling?
Chaotic neutral is about your best bet to go to be able to do things and not feel bad about them.
Okay. So we're going to go with neutral. Not true neutral, by the way. We're going chaotic neutral. So we get one set of gaming. We get one gaming set. And Thieves' tools. Because we already have Thieves' tools, do we get a double set?
No, you don't get an extra proficiency in it.
No, I was saying, like, do we get two sets of these tools? Because we already got one.
Yeah, you did end up with two.
So that's nice, because a set of Thieves' tools, I'm pretty sure, comes with 5 lockpicks or 10. So you double the amount of lockpicks you have, and that's a very useful thing. And we also get a crowbar. A set of dark common clothes, meaning so we can kind of fit in with the populace. That includes a hood and a pouch containing 15 gold. So we have a little bit of starting cash.
Is it 15 gold?
15.
And then I like to add another spot on the bottom for Thieves' tools, so I have in my skills. they go off your dex.
And we're proficient in that. So already you can kind of see that this character is shaping up to be one stealthy person.
So if we want to do that, we probably want to put at least one expertise into stealth.
So at this point we also have personality traits. At this point, to kind of keep this continuously moving, we're going to skip beyond that, right?
Yeah, because that'll your background will help you fill out the personality traits, ideals, bonds, and flaws, and it gives you options. You don't have to use them. You can come up with your own.
In bonds, I've also used that area to put in other players that I'm closer to than others. So that way I know, okay, like me and this character have became very close friends. So that way your bonds is one of those people. So once again, because we're not doing a campaign and we're not putting our heart and soul into this character for the fact that it's purely for demonstration's sake, we're going to move on.
Yep.
At this point, now, I would say it's time for us to make a name for this character. It's been a bit.
Yep.
He's kind of been fleshed out. We had the height for this character.
What other expertise would we want to do?
Oh yeah, for expertise, I would definitely probably say stealth is definitely one of them.
I marked the wrong one. I like to put a star over the whatever ones I get expertise in, because that just helps denote where it is. And then thieves' tools will be a good one, because you always want to be able to pick your way out of a lock. But if we want to be better at talking, persuasion or deception would also be good.
I'd probably say persuasion.
Persuasion to be able to talk our way out of stuff.
Exactly. So that way we kind of have a mixture of the stealthiness, but at the same time we're cunning and we know how to talk to people.
Okay. So instead of +2 for proficiency, you get a +4. So I'll just fill in the ones we're proficient in to save some time.
Okay. As he's doing that, I'm going to be looking for our equipment. Because we do have 15 gold. So we can buy a little bit of things. Some people like to just hold on to that, so that way if they need something they can buy something later on. If your DM tells you, hey, I'd recommend picking up a little bit of equipment for the fact that it might be a while before you guys first get there. Because usually DMs have a really big, nice opening scene that takes a lot of time, sadly. So as I'm looking at equipment, starting at page 143. As we move on to that, now we get our class amount of money, because picking this we get money, and each class also gets their own set of money. So with Rogue it is 4d4 times 10 gold. So we roll a d4 twice, 2d4 twice.
4, 1, so 5. 4 and 1 again, so 10.
We
so
have 100
times 10.
times 10.
Yeah, so we have 115 gold.
That's a pretty hefty amount. By the way, rogues have one of the most starting golds there is. One of the highest chance. Us, so bards make a good amount. Clerics, because they heal people. Paladins, rangers, and rogues, it seems like, have the best chance of making a good starting wage. Oh, I'm wrong. Add one more d4 to that.
It was 5d4?
Yeah.
Another 30 gold.
So
145 gold.
So we're starting off pretty ballin'. Okay, so light armors. We have some choices here. We have padded. That's 5 gold, 11 plus your dex. We have leather, that's 10 plus your dex. Then we have studded leather for 12 plus your dex. 5 gold, 10 gold, and 45 gold. All varying. At this point, I would say we're McBalling a little bit. I think we should stretch it out a little bit and go the 45 gold, 12 plus our dex.
Yeah. So I'll drop this down to...
And we also don't want padded for the fact that it gives us disadvantage on stealth, and that's no good.
You don't want disadvantage. So that would give us 12 plus dex.
12 plus our dex mod.
So we have a 15 AC rating.
So that means they need to roll higher than a 15 to hit us.
15 or higher to hit.
Some DMs rule it if it hits that number, it hits you, or some DMs half the damage because it hit perfectly. Mattering on your DM and how they want things to go. Then we move on to weapons. At this point, we already have our rapier. So that one we have to find. It is 1d8 piercing damage, and it also has finesse. So did you already do the 1d8?
Yep.
Okay. So at that point, now we also have a short bow. A short bow.
That is a d6.
I think so too. Short bow, 1d6, and the range is 80 feet. With it being two-handed, it is 320 feet. This is two-handed. Short bow. Maybe it's 300.
80 to 320.
It's not bad. Definitely not
The
bad.
first range increment is where you just have a straight roll. If you go beyond the first 80 feet, it becomes disadvantage to hit, where you have to roll 2d20 and take the lower.
So, at this point, we're at how much gold?
We have 100 gold left. We only bought armor.
That's not too bad. That's not too bad. So with this feast pack, we're missing one essential thing, and some DMs are very anal about how they see things and how they view things. They want you to have the proper items. Let's say we're all sleeping outside, right? We're all sleeping outside. They want us to have a tent. They want us to have a bedroll, something to block us from those elements. That can be so bad on us. So, on that aspect, we might want a bedroll, at least.
Actually, we can see if it comes in our burglar's pack.
Yeah, burglars
Right here. Includes a backpack bag of 1,000 ball bearings, 10 feet of string, a bell, 5 candles, crowbar, a hammer, 10 pythons, a hooded lantern, 2 flasks of oil, 5 days rations, a tinderbox and water skin. Pack also has 50 feet of hempen rope strapped to the side of it. So we still need a sleeping bag.
Sleeping bag. They call it a sleeping bag?
Bedroll, I think, actually. I couldn't remember it when I first said it.
Bedroll, yes. 1 gold.
Okay.
We're not too
99 gold.
Also, I'm going to make the recommendation that we pick up 20 more arrows.
Yep, that would also be good.
For the fact of, as you know, that's our way of dealing damage from range, and that is 1 gold per 20 arrows. And at this point, I think 40 arrows is pretty good. It's a pretty good amount.
Those are 50 gold.
Okay, so I recommend a potion of healing. In fact, if we're kind of squishy, if the healer's not close enough to us, or they have somebody else more important in their eyes, we need to make sure we don't die.
So we have 49 gold left.
So how many gold?
We have 49 gold left.
49 gold. Right now we only have one one close range attacking weapon. Do you think maybe we should get another just in case something happens to it?
Yeah, we can pick up a dagger.
Yeah, so a dagger is 2 gold, 1d4 piercing damage. So now that we have throwing daggers, now that we have a bow plus a rapier, do you think we need anything more attacking wise? I mean, we could get a blowgun.
Then yours.
We could get like a blowgun and get some poison, because you can buy poison on the next page.
True. But you could also just dip your arrows in the poison as well.
Exactly. So I mean, it's more like how like niche you want to be.
Yeah. And again, that depends on your game, depends on your
right.
play
Like,
style.
and also like,
So
are you going to play your criminal more as an assassin? Like, what are you doing? So I guess we're not going to, for the fact that we kind of got all the basics right here. All we now need to figure out is the name for this character.
And we can head back to the halfling page because they give us general names for halflings.
Yep. Also, by the way, if you're like, oh, he said like Batman, so I would name my character Bruce Wayne.
Totally
That's completely up to you. Your DM might look at you a little weirdly if he's not the biggest fan of Batman. Once again, that is completely up to you and how you want to play. I thought I could find it like that, but no. Oh, actually, I think halfling is right here, right?
There we go.
Oh, there we go.
One page up.
So halfling female names.
So you
Nope.
want to be a guy or a girl?
I'm guessing a male because, you know, we're both two males here. So, I mean, Corin. These are kind of just breed. They're kind of like more like Milo, Asborn. They're kind of like more like Dutchy names, it feels like. More like Dutch.
Yeah.
So let's name him Felix.
Felix? Okay. Do you want to give him a family name or? High Hill.
Green Bottle?
Green Bottle?
Felix Green Bottle. We're 42, we're single, and we're looking to mingle.
Okay.
And boom, now we have a little bit of our character story, and that's about it. Yeah, if you have any questions about characters, anything else, we still have to finish one thing on here. Initiative.
Oh yeah, that is your dex modifier is what you add to initiative, so you have a +3.
Initiative is used for, so when you roll to see who goes first when you're all rolling to attack, or anything that's kind of turn-based, you roll for initiative. Because you're a very dex-based character, you're probably going to go first. And because we have lucky, if we roll really bad, like a 1, let's have another chance at that. Alright, this is Aaron from the Deep Sea Haven saying peace, peace. This was my friend Derek. Hopefully you enjoyed, and there's going to be a lot more content to come.